We're back. We're back to the ladies' room. We're back and it's real soon. All right. So thanks for staying with us out there in Radio Land. And we're talking a little bit about what women are looking for in a man, for those who are single. And, so we got some information from our IP, our illustrious producer, around some of his research. And we found out that he got this list from Patty Orr, who seems to be a person who is a little writer on the internet.
Little?
Oh, okay. So Radio Land, I like to put little in front of stuff. It don't take anything from it. Yeah, she's just this little writer.
Yeah, just this little writer.
But yeah, she's a contributing writer for a couple of different websites, and so she says she's a self-professed hopeless romantic. And so this is a list she put together, and we're gonna bust some holes in it probably.
Yes.
So we were talking about number 5, which was manners, before the break.
Okay, can I just say something?
Sure.
Were you going to number 4?
I was going to that one next.
Okay. So before we leave manners, this is some of the stuff that Patty says.
Yeah.
As it relates to manners, which again, as it relates to opening the car door and things like that. One of the things she says is, at the end of manners, we want to know we can take you in public and we won't be embarrassed. And don't forget, we also like to show you off to our girlfriends, and we want them to approve. You want the girlfriends to think you're a keeper.
Want the girlfriends to think you're a keeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like when I introduced you to my fine husband. What she's saying is, I need to get your approval.
Okay.
On my man. And I think that's part of the problem that some women have. You like what you like. If I don't mind if my man farts in public, then that's me. Now, he does not. My husband does not fart in public. But what I'm saying is, I think
not always. Unless it's the silent killers.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I think that's one of the problems that women have. Okay. Is trying to get everyone else's approval for their mate. I mean, you don't want you want somebody you could take in public. Okay. And
but what about, maybe it's not necessarily approval, but what if it's just, does he seem crazy?
Okay, yeah. Sometimes you can be caught up and not see it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you want to run him by your most close confidants, because they know you, and especially if they know you can type that can get a man and get crazy. Yeah. And they can see things that you can't see. Right. But I mean, it's like she says, we like to show you off to our girlfriends, and we want them to approve.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds. That's kind of a strong word to say approve. Yes. But maybe it's like, instead of approve, maybe it's like, I don't see anything that would bring up alarms for you. Right. Yes. When you walked away, he was looking at every other woman in the room, or whatever. There may be things like that when you turn your back, maybe they notice. So maybe it's not approval per se. But I agree. Some women definitely put a lot of emphasis on what other people think. That's actually a lot of people do that. That's where a lot of men go wrong in who they select too.
That's true.
Because they want their boys' approval. Yeah. So it's like, I'm gonna get the hot chick,
she's
even
fine.
though
Okay.
exactly. Yeah. So it kind of goes both ways. Well.
Okay, I'll let you go on. I'm sorry.
No. It's a radio show. So number 4 is around sense of humor. Basically saying, if you can keep us laughing, you are golden. Saying that we love to laugh, and we love a man who can make us laugh. But leave that Three Stooges stuff for the guys. Women don't appreciate 12-year-old juvenile humor.
I'd have to agree with this.
Okay?
I'd have to agree with this. I do love to laugh. And there have been some in my single past. Yeah. There have been some not unattractive guys that I might not.
You don't say ugly? Is that what you're saying?
I don't say ugly. I say unfortunate looking.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like the term ugly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but there have been some guys that I might not have, looked at initially. Yeah. That had a sense of humor. Mm-hmm. They had a certain amount of wit.
It gave them added a little more spice to them.
And who doesn't love to laugh?
Yeah.
You know, I love laughing with my husband.
Okay.
And one of the things that just makes me smile is to hear him laugh. I mean, I could be in a totally different room and hear his belly laugh, and it just brings me joy.
Okay.
So I kind of agree with this one.
Yeah. But you know what? They say women don't appreciate 12-year-old humor. Sometimes. I like some 12-year-old humor. I mean, I'm talking like that Superbad movie. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
Oh, okay. I kind of like some of the 12-year-old. I mean, you know, because some of those kind of Adam Sandler. Yeah. Exactly.
Yes. Sometimes.
So, you know, some of that 12-year-old humor is funny. I mean,
but you need to know your woman to know which 12-year-old.
Yeah. I mean, some women don't think it's funny. I mean, there's definitely movies that you know, have some raunchy humor or kind of silly humor that, you know, a lot of people look at like, huh?
Yeah.
You know, that I'm like Hangover, for instance. Hangover, to a lot of people, they were like, that was just, you know, raunchy and stupid, and, you know, where I thought there were certain parts of that were absolutely hilarious.
Yes, I will agree.
You know, like when Mike Tyson punched that man and he hit the ground. Yeah. That ish was hilarious.
Yes, I will agree.
That was hilarious. So, okay, so we feel good about sense of humor. But, you know, is that more important than manners? Because to me, you know, manners is home training.
Yeah.
You know, that's what that is, you know, did your mom, did your dad teach you how, you know, to have, just having good old-fashioned...
I think it's...
manners.
Are we talking about, and there's no headline for this article, but is it what we look for on the surface, or what?
It's just what you look for, period.
Because if you think about the initial meeting of a man, I think that sense of humor may be above manners.
Really?
I mean, when you first meet a man, you know, he may catch you with his humor, and then, but
I tell you this, you know what I absolutely cannot stand?
What can
I mean, like, it boils deep. It comes from deep within the gut of can't stand.
Okay.
Is when a man walks in front of me.
Oh, yeah.
I can't stand it.
Yes, I don't
like that. It's like nails down the chalkboard. It's like babies crying. It's like bombs going off. I cannot stand it.
Well, maybe he's thinking women are the weaker vessel and you need to get behind me.
Okay, well, you know, if we're in battle, okay, go in front of me.
Yes, if we're in battle.
You know, then go in front of me. All right, okay, I'll give you that. All right, so if we go to Iraq, say, for vacation, go ahead and walk.
Vacations in Iraq.
Go ahead and walk in front of me then.
Okay.
But if we're walking down Peachtree, okay,
we need to walk
beside.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You need to place your hand on the small of my back. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. And walk to the outside of the street side.
Yes.
As well. Don't have me out near the curb. I mean, you should get hit, right?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
Everybody can. Somebody got to tell the story.
Yeah.
So the number 3 thing they say is a nice smile. I know you got a story around this one.
Oh my gosh.
They say we love your smile. We can't get enough of it. It makes us want to touch you and kiss you. So brush and floss and see your dentist. Absolutely. And keep your mouth kissably fresh. No funky breath.
Let me tell you, Radio Land, if there's one thing I love on a man, and I wouldn't put this is number 1 for me on the initial meeting of a man.
Okay.
It is a beautiful smile. I want to see some pretty straight white teeth, some nice pink gums. No gold. No.
What about platinum?
No. Some pretty white teeth.
No precious metals.
Some pink gums, and I just get hot thinking about it. I love the mouth, a man's mouth. So let me tell y'all about my husband. We went on our first date, and we met online, and I had been going through a stream of first dates. Every time you turn around, first date.
And you had great ones too.
Yeah, I had some stories. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Some stories to tell. And I have this rule that no kissing before the third date. So we were outside the restaurant. You know, we met there. You can't come pick me up on the first date. I don't know you yet.
Yeah.
We met outside. We go into the restaurant. We sit down. We were talking, and he smiled, and it was like Charlie Brown's teacher. The rest of the words he said was like wah 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 wah. Because I said to myself, he will make it to the third date because I gotta kiss these lips.
So you had to wait till the third date still?
Yeah. That you gotta have some standards, some rules.
Oh damn, that's my problem.
But that third date happened within a week though. It was 1 week away.
You just said, okay, why don't we go out at noon, 4:00, and 10:00?
Yes, and then I can kiss and then those that lips. That counts. But even I remember when we went to Jacksonville.
Yes,
for the Falcons game.
Yes, also known as. We almost died in Jacksonville. Yes, we'll tell that story again one time.
Anyway, remember we were sitting at the bar after the game watching more football. That guy walked up and talked to us.
Yes.
We were sitting at the bar and this guy was next to us. He's talking to me and he had a beautiful smile. I talked to this guy.
He did have a beautiful smile.
It's like 3 hours.
Yes.
We get up. I done gave him my number and everything. We get up and get on the elevator, and I am not body discriminate, but homeboy was he had some baby birthing hips.
I think his hips probably covered the whole panhandle.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was. I mean, I wish I had his hips. His hips to waist ratio. I wish I had his hips to waist ratio, but I was so enthralled by the mouth.
Yeah,
he had the big booty. Yeah.
The whole thing.
I was so enthralled by the mouth. I missed all this. So thankfully, I was living in Houston. He was living in Jacksonville. That long distance just didn't work out.
Yeah.
Long distance relationships just don't work out.
And clearly, because I saw the hips and booty when he was sitting. So
I was all up in the mouth.
She was all mesmerized by the mouth to the point that I was like, you don't see the hips and booty?
But she never tapped me. Radioland, she never hipped me, like tapped me and was like, look at them hips while you talking. She just let me go on. We got on the elevator and I was like, oh my God. He already has my phone number.
Yeah.
But you know what? If we had babies, my daughter would not be as deficient in the hips as I was.
There you go. Well,
maybe.
You gotta give or take.
Look at the bright side.
They would have a big fighting chance.
Yes, okay.
Let's put it that way.
All right.
I mean, maybe that's where I've gone wrong. That if it's a nice mouth, I'll kiss on the first date.
I don't think you've gone wrong in that.
But maybe that could be part of the problem.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna think.
Maybe I need to go back and think about that. I'm gonna journal that tonight.
Okay.
See,
yes, ma'am.
I'll let you know what I get from that.
Okay.
All right. So. Nice smile. We're feeling good about that.
Oh, yes.
All right. Number 2.
Can I say one more thing?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so I am a lover of dark men. Okay.
What's wrong with a light brother? What?
I'm just saying my preference. But the other day I was thinking about The Rock. I've always thought The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, was like a fine specimen of a man. And I was like, why?
Because his teeth.
Yes, I noticed. I was like, why do I think that The Rock is so fine? But I generally don't like the lighter skinned brothers. And I said, it's that doggone mouth.
Yeah.
You know what? The mouth would get me in trouble.
Yeah. I'll make sure your husband knows that. All men you're around need to have a raggedy mouth.
The mouth will get me in trouble. Okay, carry on. I could talk about the smile all day long.
Yeah. Well, this is what gets me. And I understand people growing up, maybe your family didn't have a lot of money. But when you get up and you get to working and you get health insurance, I can't figure out why you don't get your teeth fixed.
That's why we need the affordable health care plan.
Right.
Because as part of the unalienable right for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah, because we got that now.
You can't be too happy with raggedy teeth.
Yeah.
Affordable health care. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another vote for affordable health care.
Exactly.
More happy women, more paired up men, because that smile will be on point.
That's right. And that's all they want in the end. They just want ass in the end, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, number 2, intelligence. Intelligence is the number 2 thing that women want in a man. So number 5 was manners. Number 4, sense of humor. Number 3, smile. Number 2, intelligence. And so they say women want to feel safe and protected, and we want our men to be smart, maybe even smarter than us. Women feel that your brain is your sexiest organ, so dazzle us with your brain, and you will be surprised how stimulated we become. Kick her ass at Jeopardy and watch what happens. So, beat me in a game?
I don't know about all that. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty smart young lady.
Okay.
But I do like intelligence. Okay. I do think it's important that we can have an intelligent conversation.
Is intelligence book smart or common sense?
I think it's a combination of both. Intelligence is, if I want the information, I know how to get the information.
Okay.
Common sense is important, though. Mm-hmm. I mean, because you got a lot of folks out there that are book smart.
Yeah.
But dog, like my grandma said, common sense ain't common.
It sure as hell ain't.
So I like to have intelligent conversations, but I don't need you to beat me at Jeopardy. Yeah. I mean, because Jeopardy is not the type of smarts that I really need you to have. Right. You need to know how to make it in this world. And knowing who wrote a 1952 novel is not what you need to make it in this world. It's not going to protect me in these old mean streets. No, it's not going to pay the mortgage. No, sir. So I don't know if I'd put it at number 2.
Oh, really? No, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I've always liked smart. I have. I've always liked men who know some stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta be able to tell me something
that I don't know. Yes.
And I know a lot. Or at least I think I do.
Yeah.
And so, and so because of that,
yes, radio.
You need know something.
Yeah.
Be able to have a conversation where you've thought about it and you feel have a passionate argument that makes sense.
Right.
Because we've talked to some people who have passionate arguments that don't make sense.
A whole lot. Don't have a lot of facts behind them.
Don't have any facts at all.
Yes. I agree.
And so it's actually knowing and being knowledgeable about something, being knowledgeable about a certain craft or something like that you can bring to the table. That
I agree.
That's pretty high for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I don't the smile with combination with breath. Maybe better, maybe higher. Because we were talking about with the nice smile.
Yeah, because I can't.
You gotta keep your mouth fresh.
I can't figure out what you know if when you open your mouth,
funk comes out.
Funk comes out, and I just can't look at you because your grill is raggedy.
Yeah. So functified. That is huge.
So yeah. So I believe intelligence is important. Definitely.
Yeah.
Teach me something I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stuff I don't know. Be passionate about learning.
Yeah.
Learning new things.
Yeah. So I think we agree dumb as hell ain't cute.
No, not at all.
All right. So
not at all.
Now that we know dumb as hell is not cute.
Not at all.
Come back and find out what the number one thing is that women are looking for in a man and see if you agree.
That smile though. Woo! Take me to the wall.
Watch out. Raggedy teeth men beware. We'll be back.